Let's discuss all of it with Toney. He's founding managing partner at Plexo Capital. He's also a CNBC contributor. Lo, it's so great to have you here. I mean, Mac went through everything that OpenAI is doing. Obviously, now they are partnering up here with AWS for compute as Microsoft's right of first refusal expired. But it doesn't seem like Microsoft is going to be too poor off right now. They've obviously been making some of your own deals. Can you sort of size up where we are in this space right now? Is Amazon a clear winner over Microsoft, or is there enough for everyone to eat at this table?
I think there's enough for everyone to eat at the table. And, look, it does dilute Microsoft's exclusivity, but not the partnership itself. Microsoft remains the primary supplier and investor. And this simply reduces concentration risk for OpenAI. And I think it also provides a signal of both the maturation of OpenAI as a company, but also strategic intent. And I would say that intent is clearly now to identify ways to control the entire vertical stack of AI, along with this horizontal diversification of cloud.
I mean, it's really so powerful to think of all the deals that OpenAI has made. Does it also, though, open up any risks for all of the players that are now sort of tangled up, happily or otherwise, with OpenAI?
Well, what I think we see when we try to balance is this, more of a potential boom or a bust. Mm-hmm. This deal in and of itself definitely tilts more towards the boom side. The ability to have access to more compute, which Sam has noted, is the real constraint. So I think what you look for is signals around what that demand actually looks like and how it translates into revenue and ROI for both OpenAI and the other companies that are using AI. But I think, again, I go back to this strategic intent, the ability for OpenAI to be a central player, where before they might have been seen as getting squeezed from NVIDIA and then the application players. I mean, now this is starting to look more like OpenAI is using the Apple playbook and really owning the entire vertical stack. So the ability to do the deals at the chip layer, now we're seeing orchestration and diversification with these data centers. And, I think next what we look for is for OpenAI to move up and do some exciting things at the application layer. And what all of this means is more control for OpenAI along all of these different layers, as well as increasing the margins by going after these different lines of business.
Really fascinating stuff. We're showing a stock chart here, and Oracle is down by about 1.5%. I mean, is that because the market's viewing them as a loser in all of this today?
I don't think that there are any losers yet. Clearly, Oracle has a lot happening right now, building out the Stargate data centers. And, that's going to require more energy. It's going to require more silicon. It's going to allow OpenAI to be able to do more with their models. And again, to be able to continue to move up that stack to the ultimate prize, which I believe is going to be the application layer. What we may be seeing is this moment where we saw the Apple App Store, right? I think what's really exciting is preparing for the demand as well as being ready for all of these wonderful applications that I think we're going to see at the application layer.
How long do you think OpenAI can continue as a private company? I mean, at some point, is it going to have to go public for the capital needs?
Well, when we think about where all the sources of capital are to fuel these, what could potentially be well over $1 trillion in the data center build out, we start to run out of deep pocket private investors. There's only but so much private capital when you start to go out to the different regions. You go to the Gulf states, the Middle East. I think next will be a lot of the crossover investors like the Wellingtons of the world. And those are really the signs when a company is preparing to cross over into the public markets. I think Sam has even said he's very excited for the public to have access to be able to own OpenAI shares. And at the end of the day, I think we're looking at a multi-trillion-dollar market cap company, and it probably will be the biggest IPO that we will have ever seen.